Welcome to Bedtime True Crime, the YouTube channel that takes you on a haunting exploration of the world of true crime, serial killers, and unsolved mysteries. Join us as we journey into the shadows, unearthing spine-tingling tales that will keep you awake at night. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to never miss another thrilling episode. Now get comfortable, turn off the lights, and prepare to be captivated by the sinister side of human nature as we delve into today's bone-chilling story. In the serene Australian countryside, where lush forests and rolling hills painted a picture of tranquility, an unsuspecting community concealed a horrifying secret. A place where innocent children were torn from their families, subjected to nightmarish torment, all under the watchful gaze of a woman who believed herself to be the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. Prepare yourself for the spine-chilling story of Anne Hamilton-Byrne and her sinister cult, the family. The fateful year was 1964, when two seemingly unconnected individuals crossed paths in Melbourne, Australia. Dr. Raynor Johnson, a respected physicist intrigued by spirituality, encountered yoga teacher Anne Hamilton-Byrne during one of his lectures. Unbeknownst to them both, this meeting would trigger a chain of events that would forever alter the lives of numerous unsuspecting victims. Anne's enigmatic presence and mystical teachings swiftly ensnared Dr. Johnson's mind, leading him down a path towards unwavering devotion. Together, they founded the Family, an organization devoted to merging Eastern mysticism with Christianity, while preparing its members for what they believed to be an imminent apocalypse. As we delve deeper into this twisted tale, you'll uncover how Anne skillfully manipulated those around her to forge an empire built on deceit and brutality, all veiled behind a facade of harmony and enlightenment. Brace yourselves for startling revelations about life within the family cult, as we journey through its dark beginnings up until its eventual downfall. Now let us venture back in time to unravel the origins of Anne Hamilton-Byrne's reign over her blindly loyal disciples. In the early days of the family, Anne's enigmatic teachings attracted a diverse group of followers. Among them were well-educated professionals such as doctors, lawyers, and nurses who found themselves captivated by her magnetic personality and seemingly profound spiritual wisdom. As their devotion to Anne grew stronger, so did her control over every aspect of their lives. Driven by an unshakable belief in her divine mission to gather children who would survive the apocalypse and repopulate Earth with a superior race, Anne began acquiring young souls through various nefarious means. Some were born within the cult itself, others were stolen from vulnerable unwed mothers, or adopted under false pretenses that concealed their true fate. These unfortunate children were brought to an isolated property known as Kai Lama, nestled deep within the picturesque Lake Eildon region. Here they lived under strict rules enforced mercilessly by Anne herself. Forced into identical clothing and sporting unnaturally dyed blonde hair, they presented an eerie uniformity that only served to heighten the sense of unease surrounding their existence. But life at Kai Lama was anything but idyllic for these innocent victims. Beyond its tranquil facade lurked unspeakable horrors that awaited any child who dared defy Anne's ironclad authority or question her twisted teachings. Little did they know that this secluded haven would soon become a living nightmare from which there seemed no escape. As we delve deeper into the harrowing experiences endured by these helpless children, steel yourself for chilling accounts of abuse and manipulation orchestrated by a woman whose thirst for power knew no bounds. The children of the family were subjected to a relentless and oppressive regime, tailored explicitly to shape them into flawless disciples for Anne's apocalyptic vision. Sequestered from the outside world, they received homeschooling by indoctrinated cult members and were instilled with the belief that Anne was their one true mother, the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. Anne governed her young followers with an iron fist, striking fear in their hearts through brutal punishments, even for the most trivial offenses. Children who failed to live up to her expectations or dared challenge her authority faced dire consequences: vicious beatings, starvation, and solitary confinement within pitch-black chambers. However, physical abuse was merely one facet of the torment these innocent souls endured. Emotional manipulation played a pivotal role in maintaining control over them. Pitted against each other like pawns on a chessboard, they were encouraged to report fellow captives' transgressions directly to Anne or her trusted henchmen. This tactic fostered an atmosphere rife with paranoia and distrust amongst the group, ensuring no bonds could form potent enough to threaten Anne's dominion. Yet the horrors did not cease there. Many of these vulnerable children also fell prey to mind-altering substances administered during sadistic therapy sessions led by some of the cult's medical professionals. These harrowing experiences often involved being forcibly injected with LSD or other hallucinogens while bound to a bed or confined within claustrophobic spaces, leaving indelible psychological scars on those fortunate enough to survive such traumas. As we delve deeper into this macabre tale, prepare yourself for shocking revelations about clandestine operations that further facilitated the family cult's sinister agenda. Years of chilling activities remained hidden from public view as whispers and rumors about Anne Hamilton-Byrne's secretive cult circulated within the local community. The horrors taking place behind closed doors would have continued undiscovered if not for a brave escapee named Sarah Moore in 1987. Sarah managed to flee Kai Lama, her harrowing account providing investigators with their first real glimpse into the twisted world created by Anne Hamilton-Byrne. As they delved deeper into the case, they discovered an intricate web of deception involving fraudulent adoptions, stolen identities, and shocking abuse that extended beyond imagination. The investigation faced numerous challenges. Many members of the family refused to cooperate or provide information on Anne's whereabouts. Some key witnesses had been so thoroughly brainwashed that recalling events accurately or separating fact from fiction became nearly impossible tasks. Despite these obstacles, law enforcement officials persisted in their pursuit of justice for the children who suffered at the hands of Anne Hamilton-Byrne and her loyal followers. Their determination fueled them as they navigated through a complex network of connections and false leads. As we follow this gripping manhunt and its eventual outcome, brace yourself for startling revelations about how far-reaching the family cult's influence truly was, seeping into unexpected corners of society and leaving devastation in its wake. As the investigation into the family cult gained momentum, authorities started to unravel a complex web of connections that reached far beyond their secluded compound. Anne's influence had seeped into various aspects of society, with medical and legal professionals playing crucial roles in her twisted scheme. The cult's doctors not only facilitated illegal adoptions by providing falsified documents and birth certificates for children brought into Kai Lama, but also administered mind-altering drugs during so-called therapy sessions. These sinister practices further traumatized the young victims, subjecting them to unimaginable horrors under Anne's watchful eye. Simultaneously, lawyers within the cult assisted in maintaining Anne's control over her followers' finances and property. This ensured she remained well-funded while keeping members financially dependent on her iron grip. Despite mounting evidence against the family cult, apprehending its elusive leader proved an arduous task. Years of relentless searching culminated in 1993 when Australian federal police finally tracked down Anne Hamilton-Byrne and her husband Bill at a seemingly innocuous location, Hurstbridge, a small town near Melbourne. Their capture marked a significant turning point in this chilling saga. However, it was merely the beginning of a grueling journey towards justice for those whose lives were forever scarred by their time spent under Anne's rule. As we delve deeper into this harrowing tale, prepare yourself for riveting accounts from survivors who managed to break free from the family cult's clutches, revealing how they coped with life outside its oppressive confines and shedding light on the lasting impact of their traumatic experiences. As investigators delved into the complex case against Anne Hamilton-Byrne and her followers, they faced a daunting task of collecting evidence to bring them to justice. Tirelessly gathering witness testimonies from former cult members, they also sought physical evidence such as photographs, documents, and personal belongings left behind at the secluded compound known as Kai Lama. Forensic experts played an instrumental role in this process, meticulously analyzing items found at the compound for any traces of drugs or other incriminating substances that could shed light on the sinister activities taking place within the family cult. They combed through medical records and birth certificates provided by the family's doctors, unraveling layers of deception surrounding fraudulent adoptions carried out under Anne's orders. In a groundbreaking move during the investigation, authorities turned to DNA testing, still considered cutting-edge technology at the time, to confirm biological relationships between children raised within the family cult and their true parents. This pivotal technique helped reunite several shattered families torn apart by Anne's cruel machinations. However, building a solid case against Anne proved challenging due to numerous obstacles, including missing records, uncooperative witnesses who remained loyal to her cause, and conflicting accounts from survivors whose minds had been manipulated over years spent in captivity. Despite these hurdles, authorities were unwavering in their determination to hold Anne accountable for her heinous crimes. With each piece of evidence uncovered and every testimony collected, tensions mounted as investigators raced against time in pursuit of justice for those who suffered unimaginable horrors under Anne's rule. As we continue our exploration into this chilling tale, prepare yourself for heart-wrenching stories from victims who managed to escape the family cult's grasp, unveiling their struggles with reintegration into society while shedding light on just how far-reaching its effects truly were. The long and arduous journey to recovery for the family cult survivors was fraught with emotional turmoil and challenges. Many of these individuals, stolen from their biological families as infants, had no recollection of life beyond the cult's confines. Reconnecting with their true parents often proved to be an emotionally taxing process for both child and parent. Take Sarah Moore, for example. Her courageous escape in 1987 served as a catalyst for exposing the family's sinister secrets. As she fled the nightmarish clutches of Kai Lama, guilt weighed heavily upon her heart, leaving behind siblings who remained trapped within Anne's grasp. Despite this inner conflict, Sarah's unwavering determination fueled her pursuit of justice against Anne Hamilton-Byrne. Ben Shenton, another survivor, recounted his harrowing experience of being torn away from his mother at a mere 18 months old. Raised under Anne's oppressive rule within the family, he knew no other reality. When Ben finally reunited with his birth mother years later, forging a bond proved challenging due to the immense time lost between them. These heartrending accounts represent just a fraction of the countless lives shattered by Anne Hamilton-Byrne's malevolent reign over the family cult. Yet amidst the darkness and despair emerges a powerful testament to human resilience, demonstrating that even in the face of unimaginable adversity, hope prevails. As our exploration into this chilling tale continues to unfold before us, we now shift focus towards unraveling the enigma surrounding Anne Hamilton-Byrne herself, delving deeper into what drove her motivations while shedding light on her background and eventual fate. Anne Hamilton-Byrne, the enigmatic and manipulative leader of the family cult, remains a figure shrouded in mystery. Born Evelyn Edwards in 1921, she grew up amidst poverty and domestic violence within an unstable home that would leave lasting scars on her psyche. Anne's early life was marred by tragedy. Her mother succumbed to mental illness and ended up institutionalized while her father passed away when she was just a teenager. These harrowing experiences may have played a role in shaping Anne into the ruthless cult leader she would later become. As she gained power within the family, her motivations appeared to be rooted in both narcissism and a twisted desire for control over others. But what specific events or influences triggered this transformation? Despite claiming divine status as the reincarnation of Jesus Christ, Anne exhibited no qualms about exploiting those around her for personal gain. Her manipulation extended beyond her followers. Even professionals like doctors and lawyers were drawn into her web of deceit. It begs the question, how did such an individual manage to wield so much influence over people who should have known better? As we've seen throughout this chilling story, Anne's actions had devastating consequences for countless innocent lives. Yet despite the pain and suffering she inflicted upon others, it seems that little can explain or justify her heinous deeds. Could there have been any signs during Anne's upbringing that foreshadowed the darkness lurking beneath? What drove someone with such humble beginnings to seek out power at all costs? And more importantly, why did those closest to her fail to recognize these warning signs before it was too late? In our next segment, prepare yourself for a gripping conclusion as we delve deeper into the sinister tale of Anne Hamilton-Byrne, exploring the manhunt that led to her capture, followed by the subsequent trial where long-awaited justice hung precariously in balance. The relentless manhunt for Anne Hamilton-Byrne and her husband Bill reached its climax in 1993 as Australian federal police closed in on their hideout in Hurstbridge near Melbourne. The unsuspecting couple was finally apprehended, marking the beginning of a long-awaited pursuit of justice for the countless victims whose lives had been forever scarred by their actions. Anne's extradition from the United States to Australia came with numerous challenges due to her living under a false identity. As she faced charges related to conspiracy to defraud and commit perjury through falsifying birth certificates, investigators struggled with insufficient evidence and legal complexities that prevented them from charging her directly for the abuse inflicted upon the children within the family cult. Throughout the trial proceedings, heart-wrenching testimonies from survivors unveiled the grim reality of life inside Kai Lama. Prosecutors presented haunting photographs documenting physical abuse suffered at Anne's hands, along with fraudulent documents used to orchestrate illegal adoptions, each piece of evidence painting a damning picture against her. In an unexpected turn of events during 1994, Anne pleaded guilty to the charges against her, but received a relatively lenient sentence, a mere $5,000 fine without any jail time. This outcome left many feeling that justice had not truly been served considering the magnitude of her crimes. However, it offered some semblance of closure for those who endured unimaginable suffering under her rule. Following this shocking conclusion to her trial, Anne seemingly vanished from public view, but continued clandestine contact with loyal followers until her death in 2019. Meanwhile, survivors have embarked on courageous journeys towards healing, finding solace in sharing their stories and supporting one another as they rebuild their shattered lives outside the family's oppressive grasp. As we approach our story's end, amid lingering questions and unresolved emotions surrounding Anne Hamilton-Byrne's sinister reign over the family cult, let us reflect upon humanity's capacity for darkness concealed beneath seemingly idyllic facades, a chilling reminder of the importance of vigilance against manipulation and deception in our own lives. As we reach the gripping conclusion of this chilling tale, let us reflect on the sinister world Anne Hamilton-Byrne created within the family cult, a place where innocence was stolen and lives were shattered behind closed doors. We have followed the courageous survivors who managed to escape their living nightmare and embark on an ongoing journey towards healing. The story serves as a stark reminder that darkness can lurk beneath even the most seemingly idyllic facades, hidden in plain sight within our own communities. It also highlights the resilience of those who faced unimaginable adversity and emerged stronger on the other side. As we close this chapter on one of Australia's darkest true crime stories, consider how these harrowing events unfolded due to manipulation and deception. Remember the strength found in unity and support for one another during life's most challenging moments. In revisiting key aspects of this sinister saga, lingering questions remain. What drove Anne down such a dark path? Could her reign of terror have been stopped sooner if warning signs were recognized earlier by those around her? And what lasting impact has the family cult left upon its victims? Though some answers may never be fully uncovered, it is crucial to stay vigilant against manipulation and deception in our own lives. By learning from stories like this, we can strive to prevent similar tragedies from occurring again. Let these revelations serve as a powerful testament to human resilience, demonstrating that even in the face of unimaginable adversity, hope prevails. As you ponder over these haunting accounts, remember that there is always light amidst darkness. Together, we can overcome whatever challenges lie ahead. With each retelling of this macabre tale comes renewed understanding and awareness, paving the way for justice and healing for all those affected by Anne Hamilton-Byrne's cruel actions. Let us carry forward lessons learned from this harrowing story, while honoring the brave individuals who stepped out from under her shadow into a brighter future beyond the family cult's oppressive grasp.